Hi, everybody. This is Cristiana Tudor, and I am going to talk about how to use storytelling in an effective way so you can start and scale your business to the next level effectively. Now, a little bit about myself. I am a best-selling author. I am a entrepreneur. I am an innovator, and I am a storytelling educator. I've been working in the industry for the past 11 years, and I have overall close to 15 years of experience accumulated. I have worked a lot with media outlets, used to be a radio producer. So I have a large span of experiences related to storytelling and media. So when I talk about storytelling, right, I refer to that phase that comes next to social media. So storytelling is the next level when we talk about trying to put ourselves out there. Social media comes from a totally different perspective. It comes from a place of selling, which means that you're putting yourself out there, you create awareness around your brand, your services, what it is that you do, right? And you start posting across various social media channels, and of course you just think that that's gonna do the trick, right? It's going to trigger people, and they're going to come to you looking for help for your various services. And I'm not saying that's wrong, because that worked for a long time, but now, not just because COVID-19, but because the entire market is oversaturated with so-called influencers, with individuals who pretend that they know what they're doing when in fact they are not, and they're not authentic. And so people are really digesting nowadays, and they are always looking forward to see someone who is genuine, someone who puts themselves out there in an authentic way and is not afraid to be vulnerable. So let's assume, right, you are a nutritionist, you're a top 1% dietitians out there. You are an authentic professional because you know what you're doing, and you are able to give those around you incredible advice in terms of how they can lose weight, how they can use the healing power of nutrition to protect themselves, to prevent various conditions, or to cope simultaneously with a traditional treatment for various chronic conditions. So that's something that you are always looking at: the degrees, the qualifications, your titles, and everything that makes you stand out as a professional. Now, once you have all that, it's not just about posting things out there just for the sake of doing it and knowing that, okay, people are just gonna see and assume that whatever I am stating is necessarily true. Recently, I was going over some research studies, and in the UK, 90% of the blogs that were offering weight loss advice were biases. So they're offering wrong information to people. And people were taking them for granted just because, these pieces of advice were coming from people who were, very well known, or as they are calling them, influencers, and so on. So storytelling comes to really get rid of all this bias and confusion and all these things that don't necessarily do justice to authentic professionals. And so with storytelling, you don't come from a place of selling, you come from a place of serving. You are serving your audience by letting them know your why. Why is it that you're doing what you're doing? Why are you serving the respective audience? Why do you do what you do? What is the reason? That way, you put yourself out there, but also what you do, you practice social listening. You listen to the questions, to the concerns of your audience. And what you do, you come to answer these in your posts. That way, you make people resonate deeply with your message. And by doing that, they're going to come to you instead of chasing them with social media posts so that they can come to you and ask for services. So that's a difference. Storytelling is not about money, which ultimately, it is, because the main goal is for you to be able to generate income, because otherwise you don't have a business, you have a hobby. But the main point is that storytelling really chases greatness. It doesn't chase money. Storytelling chases greatness, and money will follow. Whereas social media chases money first, because the main goal for that is selling. The moment you come from a place of selling, you come from a place of scarcity. And that really makes the difference. And believe me, it's going to go beyond the screen. People feel it. They know it. And, it's disturbing. Whereas storytelling comes at the next level to create awareness in a beautiful way, in a phenomenal way, so you can communicate beyond the screen with your audience, and at the same time create awareness for your brand and make your audience resonate with what it is that you do. And the moment you are building this in a credible way, you don't need to convince anyone of anything. In fact, before embracing entrepreneurship and before becoming a entrepreneur myself, I really needed to prove myself right in front of the wrong people for this reason. Because I kept preaching storytelling and not social media. When we say social media, we automatically assume that, we're going to become famous instantly because we put ourselves out there. But it's so important to know how to do that, to do it strategically. And social media punishes all those who are not authentic. Imagine you're all about nutrition, you're all about, promoting a healthy lifestyle, a vibrant health, using the healing power of nutrition, and then you would post in your stories that you're eating junk food. Are you credible? No. No, you are not. And of course, people are going to notice that. You have to be genuine. You have to be consistent. You can't just schedule your content in advance, pretending that, okay, I just I just scheduled the post, I schedule the content in advance. I don't need to worry about it. Whatever I've said in there, now I'm just living my life. So I'm just going to post in stories whatever I want because that's my life. It's not. You need to be consistent. You need to be doing whatever you're preaching and vice versa. I've been working in the industry for the past 11 years and I've seen it all. I've been working a lot with entrepreneurs, with innovators, with industry disruptors, with a lot of medical facilities and whatnot, with authentic professionals, but also had to, experience the outcomes, right? With working and with dealing with individuals who are not authentic professionals, who were not really genuine. And that was punished by social media and by their audience because people are noticing, even if you think they are not, but they do. And they pay attention because now they tend to educate themselves a lot about you before reaching out for a specific service. So it's so important to make sure. Of course, you're going to use the common sense, but it's so important to be genuine, to create content that serves and doesn't push to sell. And you have a great strategy in place because storytelling means you are listening to what your audience says. And you don't have the approach of pointing the fingers towards yourself, being me, without any kind of strategy and without providing value. You have to provide value. You have to be profound. You have to speak your truth. You need to be consistent. You need to be genuine. And you need to have a content strategy that really resonates with what it is that you do and with your why. Are you honoring your why every single day? If not, why? Why aren't you honoring your why? Why aren't you honoring what it is that you've been preaching? Have you tested out all the products or services that you're recommending? Are you genuine? And of course, you need to embrace your philosophy. Even if, let's say, your audience is, I'm just giving an example, right? 10, 100, 1,000 people. But that makes you you. Don't alter your brand just because you're afraid that your audience is not large enough. You are speaking your truth. And your truth is meant for a particular audience, no matter how large or small that is, but that makes you you. So embrace it with grace, with clarity, and that's it. I come from a place of service. I am not selling. I am here to serve. And I'm serving other businesses, other business owners. I am serving other people. It's important to get clarity on your vision, mission, and purpose. As long as you clarify this and you always come back to your why in a strategic way, in a confident way, not with ego, but in a confident way, then people are going to resonate with your message because they feel your passion, they feel your determination, they feel your why, because they understand it. They understand that you are coming from their perspective. You have been in their shoes. So you're able to speak, you're able to talk, you're able to create that path for them so that they can achieve greatness. I am so excited every time I get the chance to talk about storytelling. And of course, going even deeper than that, storytelling is not just about the copy, the text that you're putting out there that needs to have a particular structure, but you also need to combine it with an incredible design that is gonna go along. And of course, as they say, an image is worth 1,000 words. And that's the case here as well, because instead of having that cold design with lines, with cold colors that may look great, but doesn't deal with emotions, does not speak to your truth, that is just a cold design that is just going to be characterized by, accuracy, but that's it. Whereas the design that goes along with storytelling really comes in a candid version, right? Presents a candid person in a candid position, and the text on the design is different. Is not just about me as a company, or trying to determine you to purchase a particular service or product, whatever. It highlights the outcome. It highlights how is it going to make you feel if you're gonna get that. How is it going to make you look like? How are you gonna be after that? Are you gonna be happier, healthier, with a greater mood? What's the outcome? So storytelling, like I was emphasizing before, is not about me. It's about my why and how it serves you as an audience. It's all about emphasizing my skills, my talents, everything that I have so I can serve. And it emphasizes the final result, the outcome. How are you going to be? How are you going to look like? How are you going to feel after you're going to use my product, my services, and everything that I have to offer? Because that's key. Loving what you do is important because it's going to allow you to become creative, to be part of the story. You are the center of the story. And knowing what you do really makes the difference into so many people's lives, because it's not about the power and it's not about the titles, but it's about the impact that you are making through everything that you do. So you have to make sure you are genuine, you are telling your story in a way that people are going to consider you. When I say storytelling, I also refer to the conferences where you speak at. People need to make sure that's you, and you are genuine, and you are speaking your truth, and you are doing whatever you're preaching. And so being consistent everywhere is key. So to me, being surrounded by incredible entrepreneurs and authors and innovators and industry disruptors really makes my heart sing, because I know that we as women, as long as we stand in strength for each other, we motivate and we inspire one another, miracles occur. So I am all about women empowerment, and I think that as long as women are thriving, society is thriving. So, ladies, let's thrive, let's blossom together, and let's create a better world by using our talents, our skills, and everything that we have, right, as gifts, because we are creators. We are creating coaching programs. We are creating bridges. We are creating educational programs. We are creators, and so we need to go out there and speak our truth, because by not doing so, we are doing a huge disservice to our creator. So let's blossom together, let's thrive, and let's make sure we are making an impact through everything that we do. So that was all for today. I am incredibly excited. I feel so blessed to have had the chance to empower you today, and walk you briefly through storytelling and how powerful it is. And I look forward to seeing you all and to making an impact, right? So use the information that I've provided you with and go out there and make an impact.